The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. Hey, my friends.
Yes.
You both played on teams that won multiple titles.
Yeah, there's 6 titles between the
Yeah,
three of us.
I'm aware of that. What do you do down this final stretch?
Well, last-minute adjustments. Guys are coming back from injury, and you have to get them up to speed on the new nuances that your team is doing.
And you also want that home court advantage. The fans are very important. And you want to maintain the fear factor when teams play you. I want them scared, Ernie.
I want a last-minute
See?
adjustment. Could you give me a last-minute adjustment? Oh, ooh, wow. I feel like a new man.
You know what that's called?
What's that?
I'm not going to tell you.
A Shaq adjustment.
Nope.
What?
Chiropractic. Just
I'm so tired of sitting here with you.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Everyone's in their seats here at the Oracle Arena as the Golden State Warriors look to grab a win in front of the home crowd here. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge. Special treat for our viewers this evening. The sports guy Bill Simmons is with us.
It's half of a special treat as Brent Barry is, but I'm going to do my best.
He's pretty good.
He's really good at stuff. Yeah.
He reads you a lot.
Half a treat is better than a whole treat, right? I mean, come on.
Honored to be here.
The Hornets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. They're down in 10th place in the East.
Yeah, and remember, this is the second and final time these teams will see one another, so they're going to want to ensure things turn out a bit differently this time around. I expect them to be as aggressive as we've seen all season.
And maybe just more than wins and losses at stake. It could be pride. They'll be using everything in their arsenal to try and avoid the season sweep.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, we know how dominant the Warriors are, but we also know that turnovers remain their Achilles heel. Now, Steve Kerr says sometimes the game comes too easy for our guys. They think they can do anything. We just have to keep it simple. The simple leads to the spectacular. And as the simple reporter, I send it back to the spectacular Kevin Harlan.
DA, thank you. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. Kevin Durant, an MVP, multiple championships, but he continues to add new wrinkles to his game and takes pride in that part of his game.
Yeah, last year it was the two-way play and the defense in the first 2.5 months of the year. They faded off. That whole team, I think, got tired. I asked some of the Warriors about it last year, just why they get tired when, you know, it wasn't like 17 was that grueling. They kind of rolled through the league. But I think it's just day-to-day, the bullseye being in the spotlight. Every arena you go to.
Best punch every game.
Yeah, you're going into Charlotte. It's the highlight of Charlotte's season to play you. And I think it does wear those guys down. I think the next step with him would be, can he evolve into a stretch 5? Could he be Al Horford, basically, and take all the Draymond minutes when Draymond's not playing and just be the other 5?
How many stretch 5s are in the NBA? Can you count them on one hand, or think of them?
It's the Al Horford, and there's not many. There's not many. But, I mean, a 7-foot guy who's one of the best, 8 shooters of all time is a stretch 5. That's pretty good.
Can Jokic shoot 3?
Yeah.
He's got an outside shot, doesn't he?
Unfortunately, Jokic stretches the other team's point total when he's out there. So he's a stretch the other team's total to 120 defender.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Bridges and Williams, your forward pair. Walker and Batum are the guard pair. And it's Zeller in at the center. Charlotte shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. the first one at the line is good.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
He talks so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Pass to Cousins. Zeller grabs the board.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Now, here's Bridges. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Bill, it's interesting. More than 50 colleges and universities now offer scholarships in esports. I did not know this, and that number is probably only going to go up.
Yeah, it makes sense too. What's more popular, esports or water polo? No offense to the water polo players, but come on. Let's move it.
They cannot get enough of these games.
Yeah, we should have, every college should have esports.
Curry gets the bucket.
Like to see it when Steph has the confidence to try the floater just over the top of the defense and that soft touch, and it goes.
Now here's Batum. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Curry against Walker. Outside Durant. Shot on the way. Zeller grabs the board.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Charlotte shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Klay Thompson. Free throw good, Nicholas Batum. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Iguodala kicks to Cousins. Here's Durant. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
I saw how close the defender was. It really doesn't matter. KD creates the space and still scores.
Walker taking his time here. Passes it to Bridges. Shoots over Cousins. Bridges misses. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to Minnesota. And stolen by Zeller. And here's Walker outside. And the three ball is good. Walker's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Curry kicks to Durant. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. You know, you look at the roster of the Golden State Warriors in terms of talent level, Bill, where do you think they rank all time? Because they've put now 3 championships together in 4 seasons.
Yeah, it's a tough question because, you know, the Russell Celtics in the 60s, I think had the most talent, but you only also had like 8, 9, 10 teams in the league during those years. But they had teams where there was like 7 or 8 Hall of Famers. The Warriors went deep like that. But for what they've done in this era, I think to have, you know, 2 transcendent guys in the same team combined with 2 other guys who are in the top 20. So you have that. And then you have Curry, Thompson, and Durant, I think are probably 3 of maybe the best 8 shooters ever. Or 9 shooters, whatever. So you have that over there.
Big statement, yes.
And then to do this in a 30-team league is basically impossible. So if you're comparing them like the 80s Celtics and the 80s Lakers, those teams probably had similar talent, but it was also a smaller league. And if you had a 30-team league in 1985, Kevin McHale's not on the Celtics. He's probably on one of the expansion teams.
Starting 4 All-Stars, the Warriors have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure we see this again.
I agree. Durant nails both of them.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
Walker against Curry. And Walker kicks to Bridges. Zeller trying to free himself up. Nice D from Cousins.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Williams gets the bucket.
Pretty ferocious and sheer determination shown on that one. Easy to see why he gets those easy scoring opportunities.
On the wing, Iguodala, defended by Batum. Cousins, no one around him, and it's off from three-point range. Batum finds Williams. Batum scanning the floor. Back to Williams. Lets it go. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. Now we've seen some top prospects forgo college, enter the G League straight out of high school. What do you think is the future of the G League, and do you like where it sits right now?
I do. I wish they spent more money on salaries.
I agree.
I wish they blew it out. I mean, I think this is the first year we've had 30 G League teams. This should be the #1 place you'd want to go after high school. You should not want to go to college. You should want to go to a AAA awesome league that's set up.
And they're bringing kids up and down off that G League roster all the time.
It's just better, and you're going to have a better chance to succeed as a professional basketball player. You see the situation we're in now with the one-and-done guys. They go to college. They show up in September. They're playing all the way through till March. Whenever they get knocked out, they drop out of college. And they might last, till round 2 in the tournament, which is what, March 20th? And they're out. So they've been in college for 6.5 months. How's that a good system? They didn't even finish 2 semesters. So I would much rather see the G League work, and I don't understand why they don't spend a little more on it and just make it like a force. I don't think the moves are that hard.
And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Walker.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 37-point game against Minnesota. So Charlotte calls timeout. Their first. This time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well, because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, it turns out
they embraced the
size. I think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they want to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
Iguodala setting up, getting that good, strong base. He becomes a much better shooter when he does that.
Walker with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Batum against Durant. Lock at 6. Here's Walker. Outside for Batum. Pass to Bridges. There's Walker with the three. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight. That bucket in no time at all. Now just a 2-point Hornets lead.
You have to admire the speed with which Cousins attacks that time. He's so tough to slow down when he's driving on the inside. Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Durant, that's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
That one goes in.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Nailed from three-point land.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Bill, you've watched the NBA evolve. Talk about some of the biggest changes over the last decade you've seen.
The three-point line and the threes or foul shots for us, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved and to a really pleasing way for fans. So just what Steve Nash was doing last decade and those Suns teams, that everybody's playing that way now. I think the social media and the players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram, and we just feel like we know these guys better. And their ability to control their own message now versus where they were 10 years ago, it all started with the decision of LeBron James and has carried through this whole decade. And these guys now, they can get whatever message out they want. They can criticize the president. They can criticize their own team. They can ask for a trade. If they get called out by some writer or somebody who writes a hit piece, they can go back at the guy and sick on their fans on the writer.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. John Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. And then for Charlotte, Lamb, he's checked in for Bridges. And Monks subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Zeller. He feeds it to Lamb. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. No good with the triple.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look. They survived it.
Now here's Walker. And that one, good. Walker's got 10 points in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Curry dishes to Green. Durant in the corner. Off target from outside. Charlotte trailing. Monk takes to Lamb. The pass to Monk. Right side, Williams. On the wing, Lamb. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Walker against Curry. Durant, the pass to Green. Pocket 4. Three-pointer on the way.
Well, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. Since coming to the Warriors, Kevin Durant says he's enjoyed playing for Steve Kerr.
He just gets it. You get around people in this life, whether it's players or coaches, who are stuck in this bubble of basketball and don't realize it's almost a fantasy world. And then you get guys like Steve Kerr who realize what's really important in life and that we're really, really blessed to be playing this game.
And Steve Kerr has seen it all on the basketball court. In a worldly perspective, Greg, off of it, he's not going to become a prisoner of the moment.
Keeping the right perspective really so important. You see why guys like KD love playing for him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, you've got a huge advantage.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Durant plays as the 4 with Cousins in the middle. Steph Curry's out there with Livingston, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys,
a terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks.
Cousins continuing to improve on his defensive awareness and staying active after he clawed away that steal.
Down low, Durant with the steal. Here's Curry. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And now a 4-point Warrior lead. Bill, we've seen the NBA take steps to amend the draft lottery. Any further changes that you might recommend?
The biggest thing I would do is I just don't think you should be able to finish in the top 3 2 years in a row. I think there has to be some sort of schmuck insurance for the rest of the league. I'm fine rewarding the one bad season, but when you're just continuously bad, the year that Cleveland, when they won the lottery 3 out of 4 years, I just thought that was a travesty.
Just didn't feel right, did it?
No, it's just wrong. There's 30 teams in the league, and you have a team that really blows the LeBron James era and just surrounds him with the wrong people, and he leaves, and then really can't stay out of its way for the next couple of years, and they just keep getting the number 1 pick. I don't agree with that. I think that's bad. I also thought it was bad that Philly was able to get number 3 and number 1 in back-to-back years, and it's bad that the Celtics were able to get the 3rd pick and then the 1st pick. So that would be the one thing I would do. I don't think it should. I don't think you should be able to successfully fail for multiple years.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Curry. Tries from 10. That one off the back iron and out. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside for Curry. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
The shot by Monk is no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. His first shot coming late. Livingston, that's good.
Great form on the Livingston jump shot there. He knows he's got the green light in the mid-range.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Walker goes in. And the rejection by Cousins.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Walker finds Lamb. Kid Gilchrist with it. Pass to Lamb. Just 5 on the clock. The tray. But they get it back. Monk. Offensive rebound. Yambo. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Inside. Got a piece of it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers now for Walker. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Right around 25 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome. I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
The chemistry of this Warriors team so special, Bill. Klay Thompson's unselfishness and the fact that he just lets the game come to him, a big part of it.
Super unselfish, doesn't care about his shots. A beloved teammate by all counts. He's the guy that all the other guys mentioned first when they talk about, hey, what word, ... and it's Klay. The answer is Klay to everything. Who's the most fun word? Who's the craziest warrior? Tell me a funny story about one of your teammates. It's always Klay. He just has so many thankless jobs for them. A lot of times he's guarded the best player on the other team. He's guarded point guards at some point during every run in the playoffs for them. And just a great guy to have on your team. It's hard to imagine the Warriors without him. I think at some point maybe the salary cap will dictate they can't keep all four of these guys, and Klay is always the logical candidate to, you trade him, you turn him into two cheaper, younger pieces. But I
hate to see him leave there.
Well, and leave Curry, because the thing with him and Curry together, it's been such a unique combo to have two of the best three shooters in the league in the same team. Their stats now together are starting to just crush everything. Like, they've made more threes than any other player in the playoff history.
Amazing. Oh my.
They've made, what, 600, 700 threes a year, and they're just doing things together that we've never seen. I hope they stay together.
Me too.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here is Cook, guarded by Walker. Durant dishes to Uretko. It's good. Uretko's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Monk kicks to Walker. Lamb with the ball. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Yep, that one goes in there.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Kaminsky's checked in. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at Denver. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And of course, Golden State tied in first place with them.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they look like a team on a mission. We knew coming into this season that they were going to be one of the teams to beat. They've done nothing to change anyone's mind about that.
The only people whose minds have changed are the people who said they were going to have a down year. There is no one left saying that.
Here's Monk. No points in the game yet for him. No good from Lamb. Back to Durant. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And another three for Golden State.
A great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
And Walker kicks to Lamb. To the wing right side. Here's Monk. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Monk's got himself on the board with 3 there. Warriors leading by 9. Thompson outside. for three, and another three for Golden State.
This feels like Klay Thompson. Every shot that he shoots, he's got great balance. That one looked good.
Monk, the pass to Biyombo. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Monk, and Parker subbed in for Kemba Walker. On the free throw, no good.
When you think about some of the great streak shooters in the history of the game, you know, Klay Thompson put up 37 points in one quarter. Let's go streaky.
Cook gets to Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. This is a list of the guys that have been dialed in at the free throw line lately since the All-Star break. No one has been better. Second is Jeremy Lamb.
And one look at his numbers since the break, and you can see how comfortable he's been at the foul line.
And he makes the first.
About the charisma of KD that time. Teammates loving what he's bringing to the table here tonight.
Williams, he's checked in for Biyombo. Durant hits them both. Hornets trail by 13. Parker kicks to Kaminsky. Pass to Lamb. There's Williams with the three. They get it back. Kaminsky. And Looney sends it back to the middle. And it's Durant. That time on the assist by Thompson. And that's 20 points for Kevin Durant.
This offense just continues to impress.
And the Hornets call time here. We've seen Kevin Durant really have a great game.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been. Short of spectacular. 17th in scoring, and of course rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And like you were saying, one of the stronger scorers in the league. A tireless worker on the offensive end, and it's no wonder he's top 20 in points. Lamb passes to Kaminsky. Parker kicks to Batum. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Batum's got 9. And it's Cook with the ball for Golden State, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
No question. I know I did not see that coming, especially when they had a chance to win it late in the fourth quarter. I thought for sure they'd get it done.
Parker finds Lamb over in the corner. Batum. Parker outside, just 5 to shoot. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And Parker really as good as anybody when it comes to attacking the rim and finishing.
And there's the pass to Durant. And Jerebko has it in the corner. And another three for Golden State.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Always full of terrific insights. Bill Simmons, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Brent, always cool, isn't it, to hear what Bill's thinking? He comes at things from a variety of angles.
Yeah, the pop culture stuff and the bits from personal life and his interaction around the game. He certainly has a passion for basketball, and it's great that Bill's adding some color to the audience's experience.
Parker kicks to Kaminsky. Outside, Batum. Baseline J on the way. Parker's shot is off. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the inside. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
The Warriors have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green comes in for Kevon Looney. And Curry subbed in for Quinn Cook.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Durant.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Now here's Lamb. 5 points in the game. And it's Parker in the corner. Shoots over Curry. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Warriors ahead as they end the second quarter on a 20-7 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 26 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, Durant certainly showed up, as he always does. That's the thing about KD, the consistency. It's in his attitude. He puts up the numbers every single night, and he makes an impact on the defensive end as well.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, the bottom line, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yakum, splakakataya, and that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
A look there at the Golden Gate Bridge, blanketed, shrouded in fog. What a sight. Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. On the floor for Charlotte, Walker and Batum are the guard pair. Williams is down low with Zeller, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Brent, we're seeing a number of superstars sign shorter contracts with early opt-outs. Why have we seen that trend?
Well, I think in some of those cases, the players are knowing that the opportunity for a larger cap in the successive years, they want the opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So seeing a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James sign a one-year deal or a 1+1, it gives them the opportunity to cash in a year later for the type of contract that they deserve, the maximum contract allowed.
Warriors leading by 16. And Thompson kicks to Cousins. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Cousins. Cousins has got his 5th assist in this one. It's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Williams against Green. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. The shot's good. Curry's got 15 points.
Getting down the floor quickly, this is a huge part of the offensive attack that this team deploys, and Steph was wide open.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Green. Here's Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Zeller dishes to Batum. Walker the pass to Zeller. Charlotte moving the ball around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Batum. And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy, that's a pretty penny.
And so he makes both from the line. Warriors leading by 20. Curry kicks to Thompson. They kick it out to Green. From outside, off the mark. Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. There's Walker with the 3. Good on the triple. Walker's got 22.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
Curry finds Green. Curry against Walker. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Zeller.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Charlotte, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And trying to defend the Warriors. All that motion. Brett, how tough is that to defend?
Well, it kills you, Kevin, because it's not like you know if you give up an open shot, it's going to go in. That happens with most of the NBA. It's the fact that maybe you're 2 feet away or 6 inches away from getting a steal, and that play costs you, and it just keeps coming at you for 48 minutes. Those devastating shooters, all of that movement, really tough to guard, and everybody in the league having their troubles with it. He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Charlotte calls timeout. Well, Brent, we're seeing the Hack-a-Shack targets improve their free throw shooting. Rules changes might curb the strategy, though, going forward.
Well, it's been nice to see that NBA players have worked on a weakness of theirs, free throw shooting in particular, to be better and be somebody who can stay on the floor to impact their team's winning. We saw that last year, Andre Drummond being a prime example. The other thing, Kevin, that we've seen too is coaches having to implement strategies, not just to do the hacking, but in terms of their substitutions and who's on the floor. So interesting thought processes from both ends, but mostly go shoot some free throws, guys.
Yeah, practice.
Practice.
Here on Steph Curry. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 7th in steals, 10th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Outside, Batum. Bridges against Thompson. Outside, Walker. 4 on the clock. The 17-footer. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Walker. Batum's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Here's Thompson, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Warriors lead by 18.
Well, we love when players get hot, and Thompson right now is just feeling it.
Out to the wing. Thompson against Batum. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of hand. They are rolling.
Curry against Walker. Durant with 3. Offensive rebound. Cousins off with the layup. Hornets trail by 16. And here is Bridges. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Back to Thompson. Upside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Williams, and Monks subbed in for Bridges. On defense, Golden State. Now Monk. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Shot clock at 2. Batum for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd Gilchrist. That's his first foul. The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Biombo, he's checked in for Charlotte. Warriors leading by 15. Curry with it. Was picked up by Walker. Here's Thompson. Green kicks to Cousins. Wide open shot is on the money. Cousins has got 10.
Cousins went into 3rd gear that time, a little quicker on the release, but excellent at letting that one rip.
Monk with the ball. Outside, Batum. Lets the 3 fly, and Thompson sends it back.
Plays a very good positional and on-ball defender, but him getting to a block shot like that, that's impressive.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Well, last season was just devastating for DeMarcus Cousins, a big man with an Achilles tear, and that's a tougher injury usually for a heavier or taller player, and DeMarcus is both of those. It happened right before the All-Star break. Hated to see it, but happy he's been able to get back on the road to recovery, and hopefully he'll regain his All-Star form.
go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. The Warriors, 4th.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up.
Batum dishes to Walker. Kicks it to Biombo. Pass to Batum. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Walker. Knocks down the 3 ball. Walker's got 9 points now in just the second half. Thompson outside. Passes it to Cousins. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. To the inside. And Walker gets it to go on the assist from Kid Gilchrist. 30 points for Walker.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
It's Curry outside. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable, and he's sinking those kind of shots. It just devastates you defensively.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Stephen Curry.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and you know, that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
And he sinks the second. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. 22 is their biggest lead. They double team Curry. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Charlotte. Walker against Curry. And Walker kicks to Monk. Outside for Batum. Clock at 4. From deep. Walker drains it from beyond the arc. Walker's got 15 points in just the second half. Thompson looking for an opening. Cousins, the pass to Thompson. Now Cousins. Biombo with the block. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Walker. No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. To the middle. Here's Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds them.
Walker in the post. Curry meets him. Biombo. That's good.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunities.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Walker. Buries it down low. And it's now 22 points for Steph Curry. Walker finds Biombo. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Thompson. There are a lot of guys that can just blow right by you. They turn on the jets, and they're as quick as a hiccup. And there are some guys with that quick first step that are they're a blur.
I love watching Damian Lillard in Portland when it is that he has one of those, most of the games he has it going, but one of those games where he's really got it going.
Shoot 2.
And the way that he can get around a pick and get into the hoop. Damian Lillard, explosive. Put Kyrie Irving, put John Wall's blazing speed on that list. And sometimes Goran Dragic, the way he weasels into a lane, and I mean that in a good way, finishing off.
No, I like that word. That's a good word.
He's fantastic. So we have tremendous explosive point guards who get the job done.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Charlotte. Parker comes in for Kemba Walker. And he's good on the second. Here's Curry. 22 points for him. He kicks to Cousins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Monk. Cousins pulls it in.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be. Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Monk kicks to Parker. The feed to Kid Gilchrist, and Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Thompson from long range. Another three for Golden State.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Parker passes to Monk. Looking to get back on track here. And he makes that one. Monk's got 5 points so far.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Cousins, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
There's a lot of great things to say about DeMarcus Cousins' offensive game, but I know defenders fear the most when he's down low and picks an angle to attack you like that in the paint.
Parker kicks to Monk. A three-pointer, no good.
It's a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Iguodala gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Monk. He's got 5. Pocket 6, and it's Parker in the corner, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Just 3 to shoot. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
All right, great pace, great energy. Keep throwing the ball ahead. You guys are just making the simple pass.
Urging his team quite clearly to keep pushing the break.
And Kevin, Coach Kerr loves the energy right now. He's all about having the pace in his favor.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Down low, it's Green and Cousins. Thompson and Durant, the deadly shooting wing pair. And it's Curry in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
The Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. Curry kicks to Green. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Monk, the pass to Lamb. Parker with him. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. Like it?
I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work, but the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing. There's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the the communities in which they live in, and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. And so it's Charlotte with it. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. And Durant sends it back.
The long arm of the law. Durant is not a premier shot blocker, but you wouldn't know it from that play.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Jerebko's checked in for Green. Livingston comes in for Klay Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lamb, takes the 12-footer and hits.
Really enjoy his work on the inside. The D was there, but helpless.
Cook kicks to Jerebko. And the pass to Durant. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as white and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all?
Not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your brain's
trying to figure out where they
where's this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Now here's Livingston, covered by Lamb. Here's Durant, and it's Golden State with another.
Kevin Durant, over the past couple seasons, has been in the top 5 as the best mid-range shooters in the league.
Now here's Lamb, not a lot of room. And Parker, here we go. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
For Charlotte, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Williams can't get it to go.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Livingston looking for the opening. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock.
That's great focus from Livingston, used to sinking shots like that late in the clock.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
No good from Lamb. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. The shot's good from Jerebko.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Parker, and Looney sends it back. Now here's Livingston, guarded closely. Pass to Jerebko. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Charlotte shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Lamb to stop the run. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and the shots are going all over the place in this period.
Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Kaminsky's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bridges, no one around him. Charlotte again missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Here is Cook, covered by Parker. Here's Jerebko. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Lamb. Tipped away. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody.
Hey, Kevin, can you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Hammock, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Parker dishes to Lamb. Bridges passes to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. A shot, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter. And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Parker looking around. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
The fader. Kaminsky misses.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Durant with it. Bridges covering. Livingston kicks it to Looney. Durant against Bridges. Fires it up. And again, it's Kevin Durant. Durant's got 41.
Well, his offense should come with the warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
Passes to Lamb. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep. Players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the offseason as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Connects in the foul line jumper. Lamb's got 4 points this quarter.
Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Cook gets to Durant. Here is Cook, covered by Parker. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Kaminsky. Now Bridges. A rebound by Cook. Certain guys can play within themselves and still dominate. You played along one of the best that you saw up close in Tim Duncan.
One of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes, touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position, but overall, the numbers would have been staggering.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. Charlotte also making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Williams. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Bridges, and Shelvin Max subbed in for Lamb.
Great vision from Sean Livingston, scanning the floor and finding the man.
Parker outside. Kicks it to Kaminsky. Back to Parker. Three-pointer on the way. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Bridges is checked in for Charlotte. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Golden State.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Durant.
And he was remarkable. Absolutely destroyed the opposition. Any matchup he had tonight, it felt like he was going to dominate.
The Warriors' Steve Kerr, the fastest coach in major American sports history to 250 wins. Brent, he gave all the credit to his players. But you talk about what makes him special.
One shot.
Well, I think Steve just really timed it right in terms of when it was he was going to approach the next phase of his life, waiting for his children to be in a good place, waiting for him mentally to be in a spot where he was going to take over a talented team and put his imprint on it. His experience in Phoenix in the front office, teaching him about what it takes to move players around and make trades. Just a proper approach and the proper timing for Steve to take over a basketball club, and then to bring all of what he learned from Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson to the table, along with a lot of his own. And I think Steve thought long and hard and prepared himself on a lot of levels about what the job was going to be for him. We've seen that play out rather nicely in the last few years.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Steph, you guys were down. How did you get back, and what did you do to spark your team?
I don't know, just be aggressive. That's all we do. Shots are going to fall. As long as we got defensive stops and kept ourselves in the game, that we have enough talent on this team to turn the tide. So it says a lot about who we are and what our mission is this year.
Great win, Steph. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.